Good afternoon. Just give me a second. Just want to make sure that there are no background noise. So, I just want to come here because I've had a lot of people, popping in questions in my inbox and, wondering this cryptocurrency. How do one go about it? Am I sending am I sending my money to somebody? What are my returns looking like? And what other questions? Number one, I think that the number one question is always, what company is it? Am I sending my money to a company or and then the other one that people always ask, how do I get my money back? Now, if I now make money in this crypto, how do I make my money back? So let me first start with the process. Signing up with any exchanges, we call them exchanges. They are like the banks of cryptocurrency. Signing up with an exchange is just like you going to FNB or you going to Bank Windhoek or you going to Standard Bank to basically open up an account. So it's basically the same process. They will ask you for your details. They will ask you to verify yourself. Although it's an online, they will still ask you to basically verify your identity by sending them your documents over the line, or they'll ask you to basically take a picture of yourself with your ID and then basically send it to them. So there are many of them, just like we have many banks here. So there are many of them, the exchanges where you can basically sign up. That is like opening up your account. So when you invest, you are basically investing through them. Ne? But there's many different ways as well. Yes, you can buy the cryptocurrency on an exchanger, but you can also then send it off from your exchanger to basically a physical wallet. So there are options where you can basically keep your investment or your cryptocurrency on an exchanger, or what you can do is you can buy a physical wallet where you can basically, after buying from the exchanger, you send your cryptocurrency to your physical wallet, which only you, not even the exchanger, have access to it. So only you. So basically, here's the process. You sign up with an exchanger, you verify your account by sending them your identification and stuff like that. And once that is completed, then only you can start basically investing in cryptocurrency, or basically buying cryptocurrency and holding it on the exchanges and so forth. So what exchanges do we use? There's a lot of exchanges around the world, but we also have exchanges from our neighbors, which is South Africa, which are regulated. So they are basically signed up with the financial intelligent companies that monitors all these exchanges. So it's not just any company out of anyway. So basically these are verified, and they are also there is somebody tracking them. And what happens also on the exchange themselves, there is a place where you can check how much asset do they hold in the exchanger. So then you are assured that your money is still there, because it is required by law for them to say the money is there or the money is not there. Unlike with the banks, what happened to SME Bank? The money just disappeared. Nobody all these months knew that the money was not in the bank. People thought the money was there. Even with all the other banks, it's the same. They don't tell us that our assets are sitting in the bank, and for most of the time they are not. because basically when they take the money, they also put it into the market. And then that is how they give you basically interest. So they give you interest because they are taking that money out. When you deposit it into the bank, they take it out and they put it somewhere else to basically generate interest for you. And where is that they put it? They put it into the market. They trade stocks, they trade forex, they trade cryptocurrency. Banks are now also into cryptocurrency. So yeah. Anyways, so you basically sign up with an exchanger, you verify your account, and for us, we mostly use South African exchanges, but we also use other international exchanges because they have more product available for us to basically buy, or more assets available to basically buy compared to the South African ones. So basically, after signing up, you deposit your fiat, which is our own money, Namibian dollars, whatever it is, and then after depositing them, then you can buy the asset on the exchanges. So basically that is what happens. And now a lot of people are asking, how do I get my money back? Once now, can they deposit it back into my account? Yes, for the South African guys, at the moment, they can deposit directly into our bank account. So if I withdraw today, 12 midnight, my money is in my account. For the international exchanges, unfortunately, they can't. So if you are using one of them, so you basically have to send your money from there to one of the South African exchanges, which will cost you a few cents. Not like when we go and do deposit and it costs you $20 or $30, depending on the amount. Here it costs you a few cents to just transfer in between the exchanges. So once you have done that, then you can basically withdraw from the South African exchanges. Now, with all the regulations coming in place, you know that story where they were saying we can no longer using the normal route, we can no longer basically send money to South Africa or back and forth. Unfortunately, the internet is always ahead of time. Unlike when the bank thinks they can always control everybody, the other people also are being innovative, because it's just the internet era. We can't stay away from it. So what is happening at the moment? There's a lot of companies, exchanges coming into the playground, which are basically offering Visa cards. So yeah, we are having Visa cards at the moment. So you can basically sign up. You can order your Visa cards. You can even order a virtual one, whereby you just go to the speed point, you tap with your phone, either using Samsung Pay, or I don't know what pay does iPhone use, but basically you can just go to the speed point, tap your phone, and off you go. So yeah, there's a lot of methods that you can basically get your money back. At the moment, South African exchanges are depositing directly into our bank account, and it takes only few hours. It depends. I think if you withdraw in the morning, you might actually get it late in the afternoon, but sometimes over the night. So by the morning when you wake up, your money will be in the account. That is the first one. The second one, obviously, if the regulations come into play and they are saying we can no longer basically do that normal transaction in between South Africa and Namibia, then we can basically go to the Visa story. So we basically will be withdrawing through our Visa cards. So you can go to the ATM, any Visa ATM, you can withdraw. You can go to any speed point, you can swipe. It doesn't have any limit to say it only works at specific speed point or specific ATM machine. It can work basically anywhere. At the moment, already people in Namibia are using those Visa cards. So it's not something that hasn't been tested. It's been tested and it's working. So that is basically the process of, you are not sending money to a company to do network marketing of any sort. No, You are not being recruited so that the other person can get commission. No, because you are just basically signing up with an exchanger like a bank. So if I take you to FNB and say, FNB here is a customer for you, FNB doesn't reward me. So yeah, you can basically sign up with any exchanger, and then you verify your details, you send the money directly to them, you don't send it to anybody, no middleman in place. And once you have made money from your assets, from your investment, you can basically withdraw it back anytime. Nobody tells you can only withdraw it back time after 3 months. No, you can put it into then tomorrow if you decide, no, I don't want to do this story. You take it out. It's an investment. It's like going to buy shares. It's like going to buy stocks for those ones that have been investing in stocks. It's the same thing. It just, I think it's a better playground over here. Because, I mean, if you compare it to the normal 32 days account, can I talk about FNB Unit Trust? There's nothing compared to that, really. And just to talk about the market cycles, basically the crypto, every other market has cycles. So now, whether it's housing, whether it's stocks, whether it's, every other market has basically cycles. So now the cryptocurrency has cycles as well. So it goes in a 4-year cycle, of which on the 4th year, what happens is actually the Bitcoin halving, where they reduce the number of supplies of Bitcoin in the market. And once that has happened, it basically increases the demand. Because if you are selling 10 fat cake and now there's only 5 fat cake, everybody want to buy, but there's not enough for everybody. So what will happen? What will you do? You increase the price because there's limited supply and the demand is high. So that is basically what is happening at the moment. The Bitcoin halving happened in April, at the beginning of April, and that triggers almost like the demand coming into the market. And what is special about this year is just that there's a lot of big companies coming into the market. There's a lot of banks even coming into the market to buy the Bitcoin. And they are not even hiding it. They are putting it out there, just that we are too lazy to go and research these things. Or to even read about it, even when you see the headline. And even now with Trump campaigning and saying he wants people that are going to donate for his campaigns to donate basically in cryptocurrency. That's another good fundamental coming into the market. And because of already this demand after the Bitcoin halving, because Bitcoin is the mother of all cryptocurrency. It was the first ever cryptocurrency to be created. So most of the time it controls where the market goes. So now when there's demand of Bitcoin, the price is going to go up, and it basically triggers all the other assets that are in the market gets triggered by that demand, and basically they all start to, surge up. So anyways, the Bitcoin halving happened, and now there's demand in the market, of which is the current cycle that we are in. So it happened in April, so the demand is now, going up and up and up, because there's a lot of people actually coming into the market now. Like a lot of companies are coming to buy, a lot of banks are coming to buy Bitcoin, a lot of politicians are jumping into the market. So this is actually the right time now if you really want to benefit. Otherwise you wait for another 4-year cycle to complete. You will be making money all along, but it won't be as much as if you want to really make money now. Something like if you can make up to 500%, 1000% of whatever you put in there, it's a lot of money. So yeah, if you really want to make money, this is the right time to basically jump in before everything kick off. And yeah, so this is basically the cycle that is happening at the moment. That's why it's better actually to go in the market now, because a lot of people, what they do is they They stand on the outside and they watch and they watch, and that is what happened to most of the people in 2022. The last cycle, the last Bitcoin halving. What happened is after the halving happened in 2021, the market started kicking off in 2022, and a lot of people were watching. And they saw Bitcoin going to 30, they saw Bitcoin going to 40, they saw Bitcoin going to 50, and they saw Bitcoin going to 60. And then suddenly they want to buy because they think, it's money here, it's gonna keep going up. But what I don't know is there's time factors to these things. You can't just jump in because now everybody is buying. You must be buying when everybody is doubting. That is when you make money. Because imagine for a person that bought Bitcoin when it was 7,000 and they went to cash out when Bitcoin went to 60,000. And now you want to buy at 60,000 thinking it will still keep going. But what you don't understand is there's cycles to these things, and there's a time factor when to go in and what to buy. That's why it's very important for beginners. Don't just jump into the market. I was one of them. In I keep talking about this because it hurt me. It hurt me. In the cycle of 2021, I was in the market already, but I didn't have no knowledge. I didn't have no understanding. So I bought a lot of coins. I was just buying because I'll come to Facebook and I hear this one saying that. I'll go to Telegram or YouTube. I'll hear that one talking about that one and that one talking about. And now I just buy project out of nowhere. I don't even know why I'm buying them. It's just because some famous people are talking about it and so forth. And one of those one that I bought is Shiba, and I bought Shiba like with 800 Namibian dollars, and I just kept it maybe 3 months. I didn't see much movement. It's just up and down, up and down. Then one day I woke up and it was about 4,000. And I said, My 8,000 grew overnight. 800 Namibian dollars grew overnight to 4,000. Then in that same afternoon, it doubled, 8,000. Before I knew it, it was 11,000. And I was holding. I thought I definitely is going to keep going up. I'm going to be a millionaire out of this. There is time factors. There is, time factors that plays a role, and you must also understand the market. Otherwise, you're never going to make money out of it. So you need somebody to guide you. If you don't have the knowledge, somebody to guide you and tell you exactly, okay, this might be time. If you make this much percentage out of this coin, if you maybe make 500% or 600% out of this coin or 1,000% out of this coin, then you must take your profit. Otherwise, if you keep holding, other people will take profit, like what happened to me, and I was back. I think by the time I took the profit, I was at 4,000. But I had something like 11. I think it went up to 14. It went up to 14,000 out of 800, and I ended up only cashing out 4,000, unfortunately, because day after day I saw it keep going down. At first I was hoping I'd just retracing a little bit, and then it was shoot up again, and I'll be so rich. So yeah, I lost the other profit. I only took out 4,000. Yes, it was still a lot coming out of 800, but if I had the knowledge, I could have made more. The other project more or less did the same thing. I didn't really see the gains of that year 2022 because I didn't have the knowledge. I was expecting the things to keep going up, not knowing actually we were coming towards the end of the bull market. So yeah, basically, in short, I think I've answered the first question, whereby am I sending money to people. The second question was that how am I going to get my money back. The third question always pops up is how much will I make in 3 months. There is no time frame because nobody controls the market. Okay, it's not like when you go to FNB and they tell you that yearly we are gonna give you, I don't know, 5% of your investment. It's not the same here, because here you are basically buying the asset and waiting for the asset to appreciate in value. There's no specific time frame. You can buy one coin today and next week you have made massive profit. And then you can buy another project and you sit with it for even sometimes 6 months. Nothing happens. Then one night you wake up, it's up. It's up. So there's no time frame. Don't I always tell the people, especially the beginners that I've helped to start their journey, do not come here with a mindset of I'm gonna be rich tomorrow, because you'll be disappointed and you will also be taking out your profit, your asset out of investment very early, because you are not patient. Here is a game field of the patient people. You need to be patient because you actually don't know when, but the given is it will. So those gains you are hoping for, they will happen one day, but when is that day? Most of the time you don't know. But at least for now, for this cycle, because we know we are entering the bull market cycle, we know that time has been cut short. I don't think we are going to be waiting for 7, 8, 9 months. It's going to be less, because most of the coins already now, they are already starting to pump up. So this is the right time cycle. The other cycles, yes, you can gain, but it's a matter of you are putting that money and you are forgetting it, because you might have to wait until the full 4-year cycle has been completed, because sometimes those asset or projects stay dormant for some time. They just a little bit of movement up and down, but it's not really going anywhere. But if you do the analysis and you trust in what you have analyzed and the project that you have chosen, it's just a matter of time. But for the people that basically want to go in now, I think this is the right time. And also the fact of the matter is that a lot of countries are now realizing that they are starting to lose out from the investments that are coming out of cryptocurrency, because they don't have regulations in place. And they are starting to put those regulations in place. And once they are in place, you can no longer get your full profit. It's profit minus tax. So I'm telling people, this is the last cycle. It's not a financial advice. You can take it or you can leave it. It won't affect me, but this is the last cycle for anybody that really want to do crypto, to basically go in and get in while the regulations are not in place yet. Because once everything is in place, basically you need to pay tax and pay a lot of it. So did I forget anything else? I did mention about the process. I did mention about it's not a network marketing company, so me helping you to sign up is not it's not benefiting me in any way. The only benefit I get is if you pay me to basically help you to get started. And I know why I'm saying that, because I've seen a lot of people come to cry because they ended up in those 24-hour scams. You need the right information, you need the right guidance before you basically waste your money away. Or you can go to YouTube and start following those guys, but what they do is they actually pump coins or projects that they have been paid to do so. So the people they will pay them to campaign, to basically advertise their project for them, and once they've made enough money, they cash out. Now, you don't want to end up, investing in projects that are not going to do well. You don't want to end up in projects that are just dormant for years and years and you have not gained profit. Obviously, you are here to make money. You're not here to donate your money to other people. So, guidance in the cryptocurrency is very important because it cuts your learning curve short. It cuts it prevents tears because you don't want to end up being scammed. A lot of people have been scammed on Telegram, especially because they ended up just being told things that they don't understand, and they click, next, all the money is gone. So you need guidance, you need the right knowledge at the right time, which is the current time, so that you basically are not going to waste your money. You are basically investing in something that is going to give you returns. So yeah, with that said, if you guys have any other questions, you can maybe pop them in the comments, and I can answer them whenever I get time. But that's all I wanted to answer to all those that always ask, am I sending my money to somebody? How will I get my money back? We are always worried. And we are never risk takers. I don't know if you can point out to any billionaires who was not a risk taker. Even the inventors, they are all risk takers. They take risk despite what people will say, but it will end up paying in favor of them. So yeah, sometimes if you don't take risk because you are scared, this cryptocurrency is scamming people. No, it's not cryptocurrency that is scamming people. It's your lack of knowledge that is being scammed. Basically, cryptocurrency is a form of payment, just like any other form of payment. Just like we have gold, we have silver, we have whatever. It's money. We have rand, we have Namibian dollars, we have Botswana Pula is money. But it's just a better form of money because we are going digital. And whether you like it or not, you might not hop into cryptocurrency now because you are scared of being scammed. But at the later stage, actually, you might be forced to. Where are those books that our mothers used to get from FNB to basically have your log sheet in your withdrawal and your deposit? They are nowhere to be seen. They no longer exist. So things are moving just as things you see in the world that you are living in evolving. Nobody goes to the post office to send a letter to somebody anymore. They only send parcels. Letters is just an SMS and it's done. So things are evolving, and the financial market is evolving as well. So people are going digital, and this is where we are heading to. So the earlier you actually get in and understand the system better, the better for you than people who are basically going to be just pushed in because there's no other way. If you ask our forefathers where they were when people were starting to invest in gold, I don't know. They were maybe doubting, saying these are just useless stones. There's no such things. Just like nowadays you find youth saying, yeah, there's no such thing as digital money. If you don't question things that you hear, or try to research more on things that you hear, then I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that's a little I have to share for today. So if you have any other question, just pop it into the comments and then I can answer that for you. So see you later.